This car is reported stolen from Hertz Rent-A-Car.
Can you take my phone out? They just sent me my receipt. Can you go in my pocket and take my cell phone out?
All right, we have seen this time and time again. Hertz customers arrested for stealing a rental car despite having paid for it. And tonight, an update to a case we first brought you back in February. Charges have now been dropped against a man who spent 2 weeks in jail after Hertz filed a police report saying his rental car had been stolen. Charles Doucette says he was arrested while on vacation, even though Hertz had charged his credit card nearly $4,000. Our Rich McHugh talked with him while he was behind bars.
It's something that is ruining my life and my business every single day that I'm here. There are not words to express how much I miss my home, my dog, and there's nothing I can do about it. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm innocent, and I'm being treated as guilty until proven innocent. This is my worst nightmare that I'm living, and I'm going to have nothing when I get out of here. Everything I worked so hard for is just going to be thrown away.
Hertz CEO Stephen Scher had previously promised to, quote, do right by customers who've been treated unfairly, admitted for the first time in February that some people were indeed wrongfully arrested. Francis Malfi is the lawyer now involved in the class action lawsuit against Hertz. He joins me live along with his client, Charles Doucette. Now, Charles, we just heard you in that audio. You were just cleared of any wrongdoing. Will you ever rent a car from Hertz again?
Absolutely not. I'm hesitant on even renting cars in general now. But with Hertz, I can't. There's no way I can take that risk.
How does it feel? Do you feel vindicated at this point? Because at the end of the day, you still had to spend 2 weeks behind bars.
No, to this day, I still relive the moments. I mean, just hearing the audio that was on the screen a little bit ago, you just brought back memories of the, the horrific experience that I had, and for absolutely no reason, because the charges were dismissed by the prosecution, and I've been cleared of it. So, I mean, it's clear that there was no wrongdoing.
Well, Mr. Malfi, this lawsuit alleges Hertz has not retracted theft claims, has not dismissed cases, and despite many of these arrests, like Charles, being proven false, why has Hertz not been held accountable at this point?
I think it has a lot to do with awareness, and that's why it's so important when there are reports talking about public safety concerns or issues of safety for consumers. What you have here is a company who has gone rogue, is too cheap to fix their broken computer systems, and their corporate policy is so bankrupt that they're not changing the way they're handling their inventory control. It's not fair to throw your customers in jail simply because you can't find your car, and it's not fair to shift the burden of your inventory control to the police acting as a taxpayer-funded repo service. A private corporation should have its own security personnel to do the job they're supposed to do, and not push it to the taxpayer, and not throw their very own customers in jail because they can't fix their broken policies internally and their broken computer systems. And this needs to stop because it is a public safety concern. It continues to happen. It isn't just with old Hertz, but it's also with new Hertz that has emerged from bankruptcy. And we filed a lawsuit against Hertz for cases that occurred after they've emerged from bankruptcy. So it's very disheartening when you hear stories like Mr. Doucette, but it's even more troubling to know that this is continuing to this day unabated.
Well, Francis, this summer, Hertz said it wanted to, quote, do right by its customers. The company said it was settling with a number of them. Have any of your clients been paid at this point?
What I can tell you is not one person has been paid. And what I can tell you is that some of the most horrific individuals and cases where harm was visited upon them, like Mr. Doucette, Hertz has been silent. And so when you hear divergence in what a corporation's saying and what a corporation is doing, that's when you must take pause and say, actions speak louder than words. Addressing part of the harm is not addressing all of the harm. And to talk about settlement offers going out to a very small number of the 350 plus claimants is not the same as handling the problem, addressing the internal failures, addressing the corporate failures, and doing right, not by some of the customers, but all of the customers that you wrongfully placed in jail. And, you know, I think one of the things that is most disheartening is that it happens to all people, all walks of life, but it disproportionately affects people in the Black and minority community. And to think that a global corporation who's supposed to care about their customers has not done right by their customers, it's an outrage. And Black America absolutely has to stand up and condemn this corporation because it's disproportionately affecting people that are working hardest to make ends meet, and it needs to stop.
Well, attorney Francis Malfi, Charles Doucette, again, Charles's name was in fact cleared. We thank you both for your time.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.